Picture this, a Russia without Vladimir Putin at its helm. What does the future hold for this vast influential nation once Putin's tenure ends? This is the intriguing question that the 2024 presidential elections pose. On the one side, we have the United Russia Party, the current ruling party. Their candidate will likely be someone who has Putin's endorsement or is closely aligned with his policies. This person will carry the torch of continuity, pledging to uphold the legacy of Putin's governance. On the other side, opposition figures are gearing up to challenge the status quo. Names like Alexei Navalny, Mikhail Khodorkovsky, and other vocal critics of the current regime might come to the fore. Their campaigns will be centered on anti-corruption, political reforms, and the protection of civil liberties. In addition, we might see independent candidates rising to the occasion. These individuals could come from a variety of backgrounds, business, civil society, or regional politics, and could offer alternative visions for Russia's future. The 2024 elections will revolve around several key issues. Economically, Russia faces stagnating growth, a heavy reliance on energy exports, and the burden of Western sanctions. Candidates will need to present strategies for economic diversification, innovation, and reducing income inequality. In terms of geopolitics, the election takes place against a backdrop of strained relations with the West. Candidates will have to articulate foreign policy approaches that protect Russia's interests, while potentially seeking détente. Domestic reforms will also be on the agenda. Issues like corruption, judicial independence, and human rights abuses remain contentious. Candidates might propose reforms to increase transparency, strengthen the rule of law, and improve civil liberties. Demographic challenges such as Russia's aging population, declining birth rates, and brain drain pose long-term challenges. Candidates will need to address social policies that incentivize family growth, retain skilled professionals, and promote sustainable development. The implications of the election are far-reaching. The outcome will signal whether Russians prioritize continuity with Putin's policies or are ready for significant political, economic, and social reforms. Internationally, the election results will impact Russia's relationships with the West, neighboring states, and global institutions. Depending on the victor's stance, there may be opportunities for diplomatic engagement or further confrontation. Domestically, the election process and its aftermath will test Russia's political stability and the government's legitimacy. A contentious election could lead to protests, crackdowns, or even internal power struggles. And finally, the election will inevitably influence global security dynamics. Russia's foreign policy decisions, particularly regarding nuclear proliferation, regional conflicts, and cybersecurity, will shape the trajectory of international conflicts and cooperation. So, as we look to the future, the 2024 Russian presidential election looms large, not just for Russia, but for the world. A shift in power in this influential nation could herald a new era in global politics, with repercussions felt far beyond